All right, hey YouTube, welcome back to I think this is the fifth week of my drum lesson um series, drum fill gospel chops slash drum fills lesson 5. Um, I've been looking at my videos that I've uploaded so far, and I realized that I haven't really broken down the technique that I would use to do those fills that I show you guys. So I guess this week is basically just gonna be about the rudiments. Um, I'm gonna start out with the single stroke roll, then I'm gonna go to double stroke, and then I'm going to go to the paradiddles. And there's different types of paradiddles. So I'm just gonna go through everything slowly, but I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna do it for a long time. I'm just gonna demonstrate it to you, show you the proper technique and everything, and once that's done, I'm gonna move on to the next one. So I'm gonna start out with the single stroke roll. The single stroke roll, it consists of two beats, and the two beats are split in between two hands. You have your right hand and your left hand. Um, each hand gets one beat. Well, each hand hits the snare or whatever drum you decide to do it on. But yeah, each hand gets one beat. So if I start out with the single stroke roll, I'm gonna start with my right hand, then my left hand, then my right hand, then my left hand. And I'm just gonna keep that process going to a steady tempo. Like I would start out at I would start at 80 BPM, and then I would increase it slowly. Like I would do it at 80 BPM for like 15 minutes nonstop, and then take like a 5-minute break, and then increase it probably 10 BPM, and to make it 90 or etc. So, when you're doing this, first you want to get know which one of your hands is the strongest hands. And in my case, my right hand is my strongest hand because it's my dominant hand. It's the hand I write with. So what you may want to do, you may already be able to do it fast with your right hand. So you start out with your left hand, and then you get your left hand to the strength of this hand, and then both hands have the same match of strength. So that's basically what I'm going to show you. So here it goes. So what I basically did there was I matched each stroke almost perfectly to each other, so it didn't sound like one was stronger than the other or one was weaker than the other. It sounded like I was doing it with the same hand. That's basically what you want to have your rolls sound like, and I'm going to stress this fact that I'm about to make. No drummer is perfect. Every drummer messes up. No drummer can do the fastest whatever, because there's always going to be somebody who's going to surpass you in speed or something. So I'm going to try to do these single stroke rolls as fast as I can, because I have to brush up on my rudiments. So yeah. I basically did start using my arms a little bit, so I had to slow down because, like I said, I have to brush on my rudiments and have to work out my wrist. But that's basically how you do the single stroke roll. Um, I'm gonna apply it over the groove. So that basic rudiment can open up doors to new ideas and new musical ideas. Um, so just keep working on that. You start out at 80 BPM or 60, whichever one you could do it at properly, and you maintain the same technique, building it up and up and up, and you're gonna get it like really fast, where it sounds like that when you're just using your wrist, right? And so you just basically you do that, you do that, you do that, and then you apply it over a groove, and then that's how drummers get noticed. Well, that's not how drummers get noticed, but that's how drummers get recognized for this style of playing, because they do different musical ideas that open up doors and open up other people's ears for someone to recognize who's playing or whatever. So the next rudiment is a double. That's the next one. What it basically is this time it's 4 beats split up into 2 hands, and so this one your right hand gets 2 beats, your left hand gets 2 beats, your right hand gets 2 beats, your left hand 2 beats, etc. So basically, you want to do the same thing. You want to start out slowly. You're gonna start out with whichever hand is your least dominant hand. And in this case, it's my left hand. So I'm gonna start out with my left hand. I'm gonna do 2 strokes and then 2 right strokes. Then I'm gonna keep that process going. Like I said, no drama is perfect. Once again, that was kind of sloppy for me, but yeah, that's basically what you want to do. You want to open it up. You want to make it sound like an open roll once you get it to that speed that it sounds like a roll. You want your wrist to flow freely and not tense up, and then you have to start using your arms, because once you do that, your whole arm is going to become sore. Maybe the day after you do it, or just maybe a couple of hours after you finish playing. That's if you use your arms too much. The only reason you would be using your arms on the drum set, in my opinion, is to go around the drums and come back. So that's basically it. So I'm gonna apply that over a groove to show you how it sounds. So yeah. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to apply it over a groove. Well, do it slowly at first with the metronome, of course. It's like 19 whatever, 20, $30 at Sam Ash or Guitar Center. Preferably go to Sam Ash. But anyway, that's you want to do that. You want to start out at a slow tempo, and then you want to build it up gradually until it gets at this speed. It wasn't really fast, but yeah, you basically want to be able to do that fast around the drum set and come back around, go around, then come back around, and then you land on the snare. So yeah, that's the doubles. Now we're going to go into paradiddles. Paradiddles is a bit more complex. It's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. you're basically alternating between your right hand and your left hand with the same pattern, but the pattern starts in your left hand and it can start in your right hand, depending on which hand you start with. Like I said, you may want to start with your less dominant hand and then move on to your dominant hand. So, this is how a paradiddle sounds. That's how a paradiddle sounds. So, the same thing. I'm not going to repeat myself. Just start out at slow BPM and etc. Just do what I just did for the other rudiments. Now, I'm going to move on to triplets. Now, in this exercise, I'm going to split the triplet, not split it, but the first hit of the triplet is going to be on the bass drum, and the last two of the triplet is going to be on around the drums. So this is like the feel that I'm showing you this week. I think I showed it to you already, but it doesn't hurt to do it again. So, basically, it's kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, triplet, 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 kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left. Sorry. So that's basically what you're doing. Just you're splitting it up between your foot and your right foot and your hand. So this is what it's gonna sound like. Again, you want to start out slowly and then you want to gradually increase it. Yeah, so that's one groove. You want to start out slowly, I can't stress that enough, and then you want to get faster around the drums, and then you show your butt off when you competing against someone, or you're in the shed or whatever, or you playing a song and you get a solo spot and the crowd goes wild, and then you start doing stuff like this. Yeah, so here's another variation of that. It's gonna be doubles between, I think I showed this to you already, but again, it's gonna be doubles between your right foot and then doubles on your hands, but singles, like dun, 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 dun. That's what it's gonna be. So just listen. Yeah, so that's it for this week. It's 14 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it around the same time length or whatever. I'm gonna try to have this over before it goes to 15 minutes. But yeah, just practice everything I showed you slowly. I can't stress that enough. You do it slowly, and then afterwards you build up your speed, then you apply it around the drum set, and then when you play a song, you apply it to the song, or you apply it to a solo, or whatever. So that's your lesson for this week. I'll see you next week with another lesson. So peace, YouTube. See you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. Bye.